Down by the river again this morning, out on a morning walk, and the water level has dropped. We can get back down onto the shale riverside, and the water level's dropped. But all around the edges you can see all the trash and all the rubbish and beer cans and all sorts of muck, and there's something inside as says that that's wrong, and people quite rightly get very upset by the way that other human beings and sometimes themselves are destroying the beauty of God's creation. And they say that's wrong. We're aware that we've got eye sense, and we've got hearing sense, we've got the sense of smell and of taste and of touch, and by that we interact with the world around us. But God has given us another sense, a conscience. It's not always perfect, but it is built within us a perception of right and wrong, and so we instinctively say that's wrong and that's right, and we can be mistaken, but we're not always mistaken, and we'll say that's wrong, and so we see litter and rubbish around and we say that's wrong. We see people being inhumanely dealt with and we instinctively say that's wrong. We see someone being beaten up or hear of someone being killed, instinctively within us our conscience says that's wrong, and we want justice, and we try and live according to our consciences. Our consciences can be seared, and we need to keep our conscience sharp and well directed, and we do that by going back to the Creator and reading the Bible, and He gives us a true understanding of right and of wrong. Paul is before a judge called Felix, and there's an historical account of Paul being taken before a judge called Felix, and he's called to give a defense. He says, Acts 24, I admit that I worship the God of our fathers as a follower of the way. The way is a description of a Christian's way, Jesus' way, which they call a sect. I believe everything that agrees with the law and is written in the prophets, and I have the same hope in God as these men, that there will be a resurrection of both the righteous and the wicked. So I strive always to keep my conscience clear before God and man. Not only does he have a conscience, but he's also aware that there's a judge and a judgment. And so it's not just enough to have a conscience, an awareness of right and wrong, but he also has an impetus to pursue right and flee wrong. And that's a gift from God. And lots of people will say, well, that's right and that's wrong, but I don't care, I can choose. But Paul, he says, actually, no, you don't get to choose in the end. In the end, the judgment is made by God. And here by the riverbank, it's all very beautiful. But we also see the detritus, the rubbish left by human beings. And we're aware that they don't think they're accountable to anyone. And most of us live our lives like that. But actually, we believe in the resurrection. Well, how can we face that? Well, God has sent someone to help us, someone to heal us, someone to make us clean, someone to right our wrongs, and he's called Jesus Christ, and that's why we're called to follow him and to trust him and to believe that the work he came to do to save us was more than adequate. Well, today I hope that you can have a clear conscience. I hope your conscience is clear. And where your conscience is clear, I hope you trust in Jesus Christ and you look to him to heal you and to wash away all your wrongs, all your sins, so that you may be with God forever. From me and my boy, the little hairy one, hello dog. Have a good day. God bless you and keep you. Cause his face to shine upon you and give you peace.